Yo, what is up guys, and welcome to another Wilders video. And in today's video, I will show you how you can carry like super low elo teammates with a champion like Karma in the support. And I wanna shout out some creator, which is Broken Support. If you like watching Broken Support, you're gonna love this video. Because I haven't watched many videos of his, but I know he likes to play solo carry type of supports. And I've also played duo queue with him, and the way he plays the game is he plays it in a way where he like kind of wants to carry the game himself. And I believe Karma is his main, like one of his main champions. And you know, the game I played today, I did like probably twice the amount of damage as most of my teammates. And it was a challenger game. So you're about to see how to absolutely hard carry games on a support champion, whether it's a win or a loss, but basically how you can like really move forward your team in the game and really increase the chances of winning the game. There's timestamps in the description to just skip to the gameplay, but now let me show you how to build. And the build is actually extremely important, so let me show you. You start off with a Relic Shield. I found Relic Shield to be better than Spectral Sickle because it gives you a little bit more health, which allows you to be more aggressive. Karma does kinda need to be close to the enemies at some times because of her second ability. So having a Relic Shield gives you the bonus health, which can be very, very nice to make you a bit tankier. Also, it's much easier to stack up the Relic Shield. You don't have to take damage in your lane. And because it can be hard to stack up the Spectral Sickle with Karma, because you may think, you know, the Empowered First ability has big range and is free to hit. Obviously, that one is an easy hit. But besides that, nothing else is an easy hit. You will always have to get close to the enemy. And can you imagine if you're against a Nami? If you get close to a Nami, she's gonna bubble you and kill you. You know what I mean? So that's why it's generally better to go for a Relic Shield when you play a champion like a Karma, just to, you know, get your stacks safely. First item is going to be a Luden's Echo. This is the big damage item. You can go for a supporting type of Karma as well, where you start off with a Staff of Flowing Water, Ardent Censer, etc, etc. But that one is not going to give you as much damage as the Luden's Echo. Remember, Luden's Echo is a very strong earlier game item. Go for this first and destroy the enemies, especially with your first ability. You will max your first ability, by the way. Like if you go for this build, you have to max your first ability. Then you go for Ionic Boots of Lucidity, and then you have to look at the enemy. Do you need anti-heal? If there's any form of healing in the enemy, they have any really like any sort of annoying healing, go for the Oblivion Orb. Never finish the Green Book. Don't finish this as your second item, but go for the Oblivion Orb. Then you go for the Imperial Mandate. Yet again, this is massive damage. This will give you so much damage. And also the beauty of Mandate is, if you look all the way at the bottom of the item, it grants you and your ally 20% movement speed when the Mandate gets procced, which is really good on Karma because it allows you to get close to the enemy and use your second ability more easily. Then you go for the Rabadon's Death Cap. This will be your third item. Remember, you will have an Oblivion Orb, but so yeah, you'll go for the Rabadon's Death Cap to further increase your damage like crazy. Then you finish the Green Book, and then, you know, you have 4 items and a Relic Shield. And if you have even more gold, then at some point you can sell your Relic Shield and buy Staff or an Ardent Censer. For the enchantment, I would say you always go for Ionic Meteor. To be fair, you can go for Redemption, but I like Meteor because, you know, we're carrying the game. We are carrying the game. So like when I play Karma, I pretty much always go for Meteor, regardless of the situation. It's also really, really good with your ultimate because Karma's ultimate keeps the enemies close and you can immediately auto-aim the Meteor on top of it to do massive damage. For the runes, you go for Airy. Here you go for Scorch. You always go for Scorch unless you're laning against like a Sona or a Nami or a Soraka. You know, if you're laning against a healing type of support, I wouldn't go Scorch. I would probably go for Weakness or possibly even Giant Slayer if the enemies have a lot of tanks. But if you're laning against like an Alistar and a Caitlyn, easily go Scorch. Or if you're laning against even a Janna, because Janna can only heal with her ultimate, you'll still go for Scorch. Basically, you ask yourself the question, can the enemy easily sustain the lane? Can the enemy easily heal up? The answer is yes, you don't go Scorch. If the answer is that they don't have much healing, you'll go for Scorch and you destroy them. Here you go for Bone Plating, just so you don't get one shot. And then here you go for Transcendence, for the cooldown reduction, so you can spam the hell out of your abilities. For the spells, you go for Ignite and Flash. So that is it about to build. Let's now get into the gameplay. And as you can see, me and the Pantheon are challenger, but everyone else in this game is master. Which means, you know what it means, right? Like you need to carry the game. I actually got pretty mad in this game as well. This set was trash talking in the draft already. Look, I'm saying I'm ganking and I'm telling him to take his third ability. He says no. And look at what he does. He runs away. I got mad. I'm taking a whole wave. Look, Pantheon already like master elo. And the reason that it's starting off this toxic is because this set was already being toxic and crying in the chat in the draft. I have no idea why. So I'm just taking some farms because I'm wasting my time in top lane. Like, basically, we could have forced a flash easily. When you play Karma or any other type of support that has some form of damage or CC, you can easily force a flash in the Baron lane. Or you can not easily, but you can even get a kill. Look at me being toxic in the game. But honestly, he deserves it. Honestly, he deserves it. What can I say? So yeah, now I'm helping mid lane. Like, as a Karma, you can be extremely aggressive by constantly helping lanes. I should ignite him. There we go. I ignited him because he wanted to take the heal. See, now... Ooh... Blitzcrank is here as well, but Pantheon is here as well. We're all joining the party, and we got the first blood. So I want to take off this common misconception that you always have to go bot lane when you play support. See, especially when you have an ADC who can very easily lane 1v2 himself. Let me tell you some examples. Caitlyn, because of her range. Jhin, because of his first ability. There's another one. Ezreal, and there's another one. Which one was the other one that I had in my mind? Caitlyn, Jhin, Ezreal, and I had another one in my mind. I had another one, but also enchanters. If you have an Orianna or a Ziggs in the ADC role, APC then actually, it's also you can just roam around because they can always play the lane safely and should be able to survive. So like you're not only supporting your own lane, you're also supporting every other lane in the game. If the set wasn't stupid and actually ganked, I would have forced Garen's flash and maybe even killed him. See, like we forced the flash of the enemy Swain, we got a kill as well, and now I'm helping the top lane. You see? By the way, guys, I am doing a skin giveaway. I'm giving away 3 skins this month. I'm picking winners in a couple days. All you have to do to enter is put down a comment. Put down a comment under the video. Ooh, he got caught. I'm just doing some damage, just to make sure we can, we can do some damage back to them, and it's not only them bullying us. Giving her a shield as well. The Karma shield is so powerful. Like the fact that it gives you movement, that it gives movement speed, and that it gives the massive shield is just so strong. Like whenever your ally gets caught, you can literally just shield them. Ooh, I flashed towards them. This is super aggressive what I'm doing right here. I got the kill, but... Okay, let me tell you what I thought. I wanted to basically suicide under the turret, and I thought Caitlyn would ult, but she didn't even upgrade her ultimate. Only now did she upgrade her ultimate. She didn't do it fast enough. I'm not sure why. To be fair, I think we could have killed both of them if she had just taken her ultimate a bit earlier and ulted the Blitzcrank. I think that way we would have killed both of them. Because that's what my idea was. I really wanted to make sure that I would kill the enemy bot laner, and then she would ult the Blitzcrank, so we would get a double kill, she could shove the wave, and we would hardcore win the lane. As you can see now, yet again, I'm rotating to the mid lane. I want to bully the Swain, and I do that by taking his honey fruit. I'm gonna push the turret together with Galio. I can rotate to bot lane as well to gank the Garen, but I was a bit hesitant to rotate bot lane because this set was being very annoying. But Pantheon did it himself. Look! Like Pantheon got a kill and the set is crying in the chat. He's telling him to go away. Like, bro, shut up, man. Come on, just shut up. Honestly, just shut up. Now I'm going back to the top lane because she's getting pushed in. You do have to be careful though. You cannot leave your ADC forever. Because, champions... Like every champion has its power, and most champions can definitely dive turrets. If you look at Blitzcrank, for example, his power is a bit different. He can get one hook on the Caitlyn and they'll kill her. If you look at Alistar can literally dive your ADC and kill the ADC. If you look at Nami can use her ultimate under the turret and gank your ADC. So like, every single champion has a power to do something. So like, even though you have a safe ADC, there is still opportunity for the enemy to dive, and it's especially dangerous if you leave your ADC for a long time. You know why? Because if you leave them for a long time, the enemy is gonna push a massive wave under the turret, and then they're gonna dive your ADC. So they'll kill your ADC. Yeah, I'm telling him, like, can you maybe stop ganking him? Like, he's crying about the set, but he's obviously bad. Like, don't gank him, just leave him alone. Gank top lane and gank mid lane, it's simple. What was I saying? So yeah. They'll dive the turret, they'll kill your ADC, and your ADC is gonna lose like 3 waves. You know what I mean? So like then your ADC is gonna get tilted, and that's how that's how you mess up as a support. And that's what probably happens when you don't really know what you're doing and you're roaming around on the map. You have to go back to your lane at some point. just to kind of help your ADC survive the 1v2 situation. Also, don't leave a Draven alone. Never leave a Draven alone. When you have a Draven in your team, they stole it, damn. When you have a Draven in your team, you want to make sure you're supporting your Draven, because Draven should never lose lane. You should always try to hardcore win your lane by always being with your Draven. So keep that in mind. And if the enemy has Draven, you also have to be careful leaving the tower, because if you leave your ADC in a 1v2 situation versus a Draven, it is dangerous, right? Like, they're likely gonna die to a good Draven. Take a look, I'm rooting them here. I can give him a shield and I can ult, and then I can use an empowered first ability just to do massive damage. I basically did a perfect combo here. I rooted them, I gave the empowered shield to me and the Galio, then I used an ultimate on both of them because they were rooted, and I used an empowered first ability, ignited the Swain so he couldn't heal, and easy peasy kills, you see? Also, this game I should definitely go for the Oblivion Orb because they have a lot of healing. Swain has a lot of healing and Wukong has a lot of healing, so I definitely need an Oblivion Orb this game. Not letting the Garen bully me. Also, I'm taking the wards away so they don't know what the hell's happening. Meanwhile, I'm walking up to the enemy, as you can see. Boom, shield the Pantheon, root both of them, easy kills. Look at that. The value Karma can provide in teamfight is just out of this world. Like, look, I give 2 shields to Galio and Pantheon. It's just crazy. The cooldowns are so low. You just provide so much value. Like, look, boom, boom. Oh, Kai'Sa body blocked it. What the hell is this Kai'Sa doing? She ulted right in front of me. She face tanked my first ability and then she just died. That was a bit awkward from the Kai'Sa. Ooh. He actually almost pulled me over the wall. If I was rooted a little bit more to the right, he would have pulled me over the wall, which would have been pretty devastating. But what was the other ADC I wanted to talk about? That you can leave alone as well very easily. Jhin, Caitlyn, Ezreal. But there's more. Yeah, you do have to be careful when you have a Lucian, for example, because Lucian has very low range. He can definitely get caught and bullied very easily. Like, you know, if you're against an Alistar can easily dive the Lucian. If you're against a Nami, the Nami can easily bully the Lucian and make him low HP and kill him. So like, you have to take all of those things into consideration when you're roaming around. You also have to take into consideration how well your ADC is playing in a 1v2 situation. Like, when I rotated, I was constantly trying to pay attention to whether or not the Caitlyn is dying in a 1v2 situation. If she dies very early on, I have to go back to the lane and help her. If she doesn't die at all, I can be even more aggressive, like I'm doing right here, because this Caitlyn is not dying, and keep roaming around. Because roaming around will generally do much more for your team than staying in your lane. Like, look at this. We're in a 4 versus 3 situation because I'm here, and now the Blitzcrank comes, but he's a little bit late. But you see what I mean? Like, I'm able to help my team so much by constantly roaming around. Even though we did lose the fight though, but the point still stands. I have a bit of a random question to you guys, by the way. This may offend a few people, but I don't mean for it to be offensive. But I'm just curious about your opinions about this. So, let's say you have a friend who is either super skinny or super fat. You know, like one of the two. There's nothing wrong with being skinny or fat, but it's obviously unhealthy. Are you a good friend if you ignore it and tell them everything is okay? Or are you a good friend if you tell them that they need to go work out because they're fat ass, or you tell them that they need to fix their eating and they also need to start working out if they're super skinny? What is your opinions on it? I'm curious. I am curious because nowadays the world has changed, and like, my opinion on it is, if you're a true friend, you'll call it out and you'll tell them like, hey, you need to fix yourself, and you'll help them with it as well. It's not just you're not gonna bully them, you're just gonna help them. Because I see so many people kind of ignore these types of things and leave their friends alone just because they want to be, you know, accepting. But like, I'm just kind of curious. There's obviously two sides to the sword. I'm curious what you guys would think about this. I'm very curious what you guys would think about this issue right here. So a bit of a random question, a bit of a random topic, but I'm curious because, like, for example, me, I am super skinny. I mean, look at my arms. This is not much, right? I have very big trouble with gaining weight. really big trouble. I have to work out like 6 days a week, eat like a gorilla until I gain weight. But for me, I am happy when my family or my friends tell me that. They call it out and they tell me I need to work out. It pushes me to work out a bit more rather than them telling me it's okay, you look good the way you are. I don't know, that's me, but I'm curious about your opinions about it. Just a random thought. I'm just randomly curious about this part. I'm not sure why Pantheon is complaining about the Caitlyn. We actually did a really good job together, me and the Caitlyn, to kill all of them. So I'm not sure why the challenger Pantheon... Oh, he almost stole it. Oh my god. Caitlyn has actually been doing a phenomenal job this game. Just saying, guys. This Caitlyn is a master player, but she's definitely playing like a really good player. She's been 1v2 in the lane throughout the whole game. And she's been able to get 2 items and is quite fed, considering she's playing 1v2 in her lane. So there's no reason for Pantheon to trash talk the Caitlyn. The Caitlyn has been doing a phenomenal job this game. Really, really phenomenal job. Oh, we should... Oh, I missed! I'm gonna ult him here. Just to keep him close, and maybe we can kill him as well. I'm igniting him so he doesn't heal up. And together with the Pantheon, we get the easy peasy kill. He actually gets a triple kill, which is pretty nice. So the Wukong is bot lane, Kai'Sa is mid lane, which means we can get a free turret here. However, we have to be a bit careful because we may lose mid lane here. Caitlyn will be up, but like Kai'Sa won't be able to get the whole mid lane right there. She doesn't have enough damage for it yet. Yeah, as you can see. So it's fine, it's okay. She did a little bit of damage, but it's fine. She actually did get the whole mid lane, damn. That's actually not really fine. We did kill her, but I don't know if that's fine. We should have probably... Like, I should have probably backported and let my team take the top lane just to defend the mid lane turret. That would have been a better call for sure. Just take a look. Of course, I'm not gonna face tank. As a Karma, you're never gonna be the first one to face tank. I'm letting my Pantheon and Galio, you know, face check. Because I don't want to take the damage. I don't want to be hooked by the Blitzcrank and just get one shot. I let them go in, and then I follow up with the massive damage. So like, as you can see, they go in, I do the damage. I'm using a Meteor as well right here, forcing the Wukong to flash away. This is a good ultimate. Yep, there we go. Boom, boom. Ultimate first ability is always a nice combo for the damage. Oof, Swain had a 4-man root right there. Giving my Caitlyn a shield, of course, just so he doesn't take too much damage. I need to keep them away here. It's my job to keep this enemy away, by the way. So like, as you can see, if they come close, I need to bully them. This is so dangerous. This is so dangerous. This is so bad and dangerous. Oh, he got it. Nice. Ah, he hit me. Ah, we're so screwed. We're so screwed. All of us are gonna die. Ah, this is not good. Look, at least we got the Baron, but you know what? This is not worth it. This is not worth it. Like, we all of us got killed. Even though we got the Baron, this is totally not worth it. Not worth it at all. Oof. We actually have a really strong composition, by the way. Like, our comp really complements each other because... Pantheon can go in, Galio can follow up, Sett is a tank, and then I have a lot of magic damage. I can chunk down the enemies. Caitlyn can finish them off with her ultimate and with the collector. We literally have like a perfect composition. We have such a good draft. So normally we should really be ahead of the enemy in this game. Like, we can really destroy them quite easily. Let's see. At least Sett is not stupid enough to take the blue buff, so that's nice. I'm gonna stay together with the Caitlyn here. Rotate to the top lane as well so we can get those 2 kills for free. And Wukong is coming as well, which I'm not really afraid of. Look at that damage, by the way. I just chunked down 30% of Wukong's HP with one of my first abilities. I rooted him as well with an empowered second ability. I have to be careful though of the Swain. Ooh, we need to run away from the Swain. Yep, there we go. Look, I'm not shielding myself. As a support, you need to shield your teammates a bit more. Like, look, I'm gonna be shielding the Pantheon here. I saved Pantheon right there. Did you see that? Because I shielded him. Again, I'm shielding my Caitlyn. I'm not shielding myself. I'm just making sure that I don't take damage, so I can stay alive and constantly shield my teammates. That's what I'm doing. That's how you are a good support. Even though you are carrying as a support, you are still a support. You need to support your team. Don't be selfish and just heal and shield yourself. You know what I mean? Like, don't be that type of support player. support your team. Because now I saved my Caitlyn and I saved my Pantheon by doing that, which allows them to be more aggressive, do more damage, and, you know, win the game for us. Pantheon can just ult, so that's why I started the dragon. Yep, there you go. That was a blitzcrank hook as well, so he doesn't have a hook anymore. Oh, guys, something else. I have a video coming. I have a video coming in a few days. And I was rendering this video because I was editing it. It would take 17 hours for that video to be rendered. So I turned it on in the night. So like it was rendering for like 8 hours. I had sent my mother a message telling her to not turn the PC off. I woke up and my mom had called me. She was like, I'm sorry, I didn't see your message. I turned off your PC. So the rendering stopped and now I have to render the video again. Basically making my PC unusable for like a whole ass day. But it's fine. I have an absolute banger video. I think you guys can guess what video it is that I'm talking about. It's a 5-hour long video. 5 hours in one video. Trust me. It's crazy. Oh, look at this fight, by the way. Oh my god. If only I could see how much damage I did in this fight. And look at those shields as well. I've been shielding the team so well. Like, this is just we have such a good composition. Like, I'm just seeing this comp is so good. Everything complements each other so well. By the way, complementing each other means not giving each other compliments. If you complement something, it means it just works very, very well together. So like, what would be a good example? So like, Galio and Camille complement each other very, very well. The kids complement because Camille can ult an enemy, that enemy cannot escape, and then Galio can follow up with his ultimate, you know, and that enemy cannot escape it. So these champions complement each other very, very well. That's basically what it means. That's what I'm saying, like our comp complements each other very well because Pantheon can stun the enemy, Galio can follow up with his knock up, and when Galio knocks up, I can knock them up with my ultimate too. It just all perfectly complements each other, and then they're gonna get low HP. Okay, look, normally Caitlyn is dead here, but of course Karma got her ass. I think even she thought she was dead, but look, together with Karma, we can kill all of them. Like, look at how strong we are together. It's just crazy. Now I'm gonna shield the Galio because he's tanking up everything, using a meteor as well. Rooting both of them, doing damage, and we're look at that. I mean, just look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at that. How broken is Karma? Like, oh, okay, nice. The shield saved the rest again, and now we can actually end the game. We won the game. Like, how crazy was this game, guys? Please tell me, how crazy was this? Let's take a look at how much damage I did, because I want to show you guys how much damage I did. That's the important part of this game as well. Look at how much damage I did. Let's just take a look. Better than 98% of Karma's, by the way, which is in Challenger, which is pretty nice. 38,500 damage is by far the most damage in the game. Look at that, as a Karma support. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.